Hey, it's BassQuest. Have you ever been to the back of a flat or in the mouth of a pocket or the mouth of a creek or the end of a flat this time of year and seen a bunch of fish just busting everywhere? It's super exciting. You're running down the lake and all of a sudden it's a melee, blitz. There's fish busting everywhere. You run in there, you start fishing. There's 3 or 4 other boats in there. You're all after this school of 200 fish, but no one's catching anything, or you're catching small fish. So today we're going to talk about a secret technique that I've been utilizing that no one really thinks to do this time of year to kind of get out there, show the fish something different, get them fired up so you can catch them on other things. And this is all part of a fall finesse playlist that I've got on my YouTube channel here. Boom. You can see this right here. So you go down through here. The most important video is this map study video because it's going to tell you where to find these fish, how to locate them, and that's going to be the best information. Then you can run down through here and check out these individual videos. This one will be on that list as well. So going back over here. All right, the bait that we're talking about is a blade bait. Now everyone thinks about a blade bait as a cold water bait. I know a lot of people will go out and in the wintertime, 20, 30 feet of water when the water temps are, even sub 40 degrees, maybe 37 degrees, 36 degrees, and you're just barely lifting that thing. You just want it to wobble up off the bottom and go back down there. Or you even flip-flop it, where you're just barely moving it where it's just flip-flopping on the bottom. This is not that. And this bait, especially in the modern versions of it, like the Demiki Vault right here, it's very realistic and it's got an action that you can use year-round in different situations. So, specifically this time of year, what we're going to use it as, it's almost like a spoon. We're going to take this thing, we're going to throw it down there, and we're going to fast yo-yo it through those fish, similar to the way that you would fish a lipless crankbait in the springtime. Now, the great thing about this bait is it doubles as something that you can throw to schooling fish. So when the fish are, when you're down there working the bait, you're catching some fish, well, say you're getting ready for a cast and they come blowing up next to you, you can fire this in there and just reel it like a steady reel it, just like a liftless crankbait. And that's another effective way to catch them. But so something really important on this specific bait, this is my favorite blade bait here. You can see, if you're familiar with it, this is the updated version of this bait. And what I mean by that is it's got better sized hooks on there. These are number 4 hooks that come on the 1/2 ounce, and there's number 6 hooks that come on the 3/8 ounce. Those are the 2 main colors that I throw. But the new version of it, it's got a bigger hole. See here, a bigger hole right there. It's got a better split ring and a better hook. If you get the older version of it, it's got a tiny hole with a little tiny hook and a little tiny split ring. It's very hard to change them out. So if you do buy those, make sure that you get 6 or 7 of them and you do them all as a batch at the house with a good pair of really tiny split rings. Otherwise, you won't be able to get it done. It's something that's dang near impossible to get done in the boat. Trust me, I've tried. So this bait is so amazing, and it's something when I take the kids out, I can tie 2 of these on spin rods and get back and literally just deal with tangles, deal with taking fish off the hook, and that's it. I mean, they absolutely smoke fish, and no one thinks to throw it because it's not the conventional use for this bait. It's all about being creative. It's about downsizing. So we're gonna go, I'm gonna run Sunline 7-pound test or 5-pound test on this, and then really light braid in order to get those fish to commit to it. It's about getting the bites, because if you weed through those fish, if you weed through, you get 20 bites, chances are you're going to get 5 good ones. But you got to get those 20 bites first. Alrighty, so let's see here. Oh, other baits that I use. So I use the Megabass Niner Response as well. I just don't have any of those in the house. I don't have the ability to go into the boat and get them right now. I'm still in the wheelchair. But I've also used just a standard silver buddy, but I modify it a lot. So I'll get in and get some crank wraps. And if you don't know what those are, it's like a vinyl. It looks just like a bait fish. And I'll stick those on the side of an original blade bait. Or I'll take foil wraps like chartreuse or whatnot and stick it on there. And depending on the conditions down there, I definitely like the shad stuff. But I'll go a little bit brighter into that chartreuse realm on there as well. But it's just a great technique. Get out there, get around these schooling fish, throw that in there, get the fish fired up when you're ripping that through there, especially even if it's white bass, because if you're around bass this time of year, especially on a Tennessee River chain or any of these lakes in the southeast, there's a good chance that you're going to be around white bass. If you're catching white bass, that's a good thing. You're trying to fire everything up in the area, and then you can go back in there and throw a jerk bait. You can throw a small spoon. You can throw a little swim bait, which we're going to talk about probably in the next video here. But I hope you guys are enjoying this little series here. I hope it's been helpful for you. I know you're going to catch a lot of fish using these techniques. The next video is going to be linked. Let's see here. Where's it going to be at? I think it's going to be on that side. Next video is going to be right here, and it's going to be about tiny finesse swim baits and their massive effect catching big fish this time of year as well. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe, and watch the rest of this playlist. I'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks.